Hi, I chose to do my model on discipline with dignity, the Kerwin and Mendler model. Richard Kerwin is a doctor of education. He's an expert in school discipline, professor at 3 universities. Alan Mendler is also a doctor of education, an author, an educator, and a psychotherapist. Some characteristics of the model. Based on forming long-term relationships with the students. Teachers have a responsibility to avoid doing ineffective practices. Teachers should be fair and need to realize each student is different and base their approach on the student's individual needs. Teachers should enact fair rules and explain why each rule is important. There should be a democratic atmosphere in the classroom. Students should feel that they have a say in the rules and in the practices in the classroom. Teachers should stress responsibility over obedience. Teachers should also lead by example, follow the same rules that the students follow. Application. The classroom should be warm, it should be inviting. Students should feel safe in the classroom. It should be a place that encourages learning, makes the students feel comfortable. Teachers should focus on students' well-being and dignity. To foster a rich learning environment, teachers should take a genuine interest in their students. Greeting students at the door, demonstrating a caring attitude encourages the students to learn. In order to foster a democratic atmosphere, students should be encouraged to speak openly about the rules and the procedures. They should be allowed to examine situations, think about possible consequences, and then make an informed decision on what actions to take. So they'll choose their consequence for their own action, and they'll know what it is beforehand. Teachers should avoid an authoritarian stance and instead should make the student feel like they're equal partners in the learning process. Teachers should employ social contracts. The social contracts define what is acceptable behavior before the child misbehaves. It clearly defines what procedure to take when rules are broken. The students will have a voice in the contract and agree to the terms prior to them being implemented. Learning acceptable behavior makes consequences become instructional rather than punitive. The students will know what's coming before it comes, and they chose the consequence. The classroom should be well organized, free of clutter, and have an inviting atmosphere. A teacher's primary focus should be on long-term teaching goals rather than finding short-term solutions to immediate problems. This theory is that the short-term solutions don't work long-term. Let the students know what you need. Provide instructions at levels that match the students' abilities. Listen to what the students are thinking and feeling. Use humor. Vary your style of presentation. Not everyone learns the same way. You can't hold everyone's interest with one particular style of teaching. Offer choices to the students. Refuse to accept excuses. Legitimize behavior you cannot stop. It's okay to use hugs and pats when communicating with your students. Be responsible for yourself and allow students to be responsible for themselves. Accept that you will not be successful in helping every student. This won't work for everyone. But start fresh every day. Don't ever let a student come into your classroom the next day carrying over something that they did the day before. And that's it.